That was a weird start. Now we wait. I didn't promote it on Instagram. Dang it. Can I do that now and it doesn't end the stream? Let's see. Ruin it? Did it ruin it? Did it? Hey, it's back. I'm waiting on my roommates. There was a miscommunication. I told them I'd be free at 6. They said they could pick up the keys at 6. I said, great. What I didn't understand is that they're picking up the keys and then going about their life. Like, I thought they were picking up the keys, then coming to the apartment. Not a fact. They're picking up the keys and going about their life. I'm tired. You're moving. Did I miss something? Why am I moving? I'm moving because I'm done at my hospital for third year. Where I was at, it's over. I'm in my last rotation. I'm moving to an apartment closer to the other hospitals that I'll be rotating in for fourth year. I'm moving to a nicer neighborhood. I'm moving to a neighborhood closer to the city. I'm moving to an apartment where I have my own bathroom. Praise them. Oh my God, your own bathroom. Whew. There's laundry in my apartment. I'm moving for very, very many reasons. Where I was super cheap. Like, the rent was super cheap, but it got unbearable eventually. So I had to get the F out of there ASAP. That's why I'm moving on a freaking Thursday. Like, they said the keys were available because it's a newly renovated place. So they were doing constructions, and then they had their walkthrough this morning, cleaned this afternoon, and they said the keys will be ready, and that's why I'm here. So you'll be in a whole new hospital for the next year. I'll be in several hospitals. The point of fourth year is to rotate within different specialties that you prefer, like you have a preference to, and to go to whatever hospital you want to go to, and whichever hospital will take you. You can't just go wherever you feel like it. So it won't be the same hospital all year. I'll be jumping back and forth, which is a reason why I wanted to move to an apartment near a lot of public transportation. I live right next to a train station. Not right next to, like a 5-minute walk from a train station. It's literally the best apartment, guys. What rotations are you doing next year? I actually haven't booked any electives for next year, 2019. But this year, I'll be doing, what will I be doing? Radiology elective, most likely. That one's not confirmed for sure, but I really want to do it, and I hope it gets approved. And I'll be doing an internal medicine sub-I and critical care. Nope. Oh yeah. Is that right? Why does that not sound right? I think it's critical care, and I think it's internal medicine sub-I. I want to go into internal medicine. A lot of my electives are going to focus around internal medicine. Um, to graduate in general, I believe we need 2 electives focused around internal medicine. So a lot of people do an internal medicine sub-I just to fit the requirements for graduation. I'm doing it for the experience of internal medicine. I don't know if I want to mention the hospitals where I'll be rotating. I don't know if that's the best idea, even though I don't give out identifying features about my patients. Maybe giving away the hospital name might be a bit much. So I still won't say what hospital. And I mean, if you recognize the hospital from my vlogs, like, don't rat me out. Don't be that guy or that girl, you know. Yeah. And that's it. But yeah, I'm very excited for this apartment, very excited for this move. It should be good. A lot of people ask me why I looked for an unfurnished place, and why I'm buying furniture. Because I I plan on staying in New York. I really like New York. This is where I want to match, so I don't see the issue with purchasing things. it's a bitch to travel with. It's like it's a struggle to move, but it's mine. You know, at the end of the day, I don't know. Don't give out that information and privacy. Certain privacy. Yep. Yeah, I don't. I do know some vloggers that give out that information, but it's not the majority for sure. Um, yeah. And what's funny is if they don't put it on their YouTube channel, it's on their Instagram. Like they'll post a picture and then do the location tag. So, I mean, you can still figure out where they work. Anyway, don't be that guy or girl that rats out a YouTube vlogger for what hospital they work at. Not cool. I'm not exactly next to the building. In my wait for my roommates, I'm gonna hope that someone parked higher up moves, and then I'll move to that spot. You know what I mean? But I'm super bad at maintaining my Instagram. I was trying to do the whole like quote picture thing, but I really don't take pictures. Like maybe Twitter should be something I use, or Facebook. I really don't take pictures like that. And I see med school bloggers are fake. I'll never be that person, I guess. IDK. I definitely, when later on, when I complain I don't have the time to do stuff, just call me out on that BS, because I'm literally just sitting here. But I'm making up excuses because I'm like greasy and sticky from moving and carrying all these boxes. I have no idea where my jacket is. I'm wearing shorts. If I were to go somewhere to study, it might be cold. I'm making up all these effing excuses so I don't have to go study. But I should. And I could study here in the car. I'm just being a little ridiculous. Any hesitations setting up shop in New York with the possibility you could match elsewhere like another state? Are you strictly applying only to NY? The thing is, they say don't apply to just one state. New York is very IMG friendly. I think it's the #1 state for matching IMGs. Yeah. So I'm very hopeful for matching in NY. You guys know my history with the failed first step 1 attempt. Matching is going to be extremely difficult for me. Someone's moving. I can take that spot. But since New York is so IMG friendly, I'm pretty sure if I do get to match, I don't exactly have all the faith in the world I'll match the first time, but if I match the following year, it'll probably be New York. It's just that my stats are not very good. Oh, but I meant to tell you guys this. I should make an entire vlog about this actually. I guess you guys on the live stream get the sneak peek. The resident that I work with in psych, he's an IMG. Oh, there's a spot right in front of the building. Ooh, yes. There's these guys that continuously smoke weed outside the building though. That's gonna get annoying. Anyway, the resident I'm working with right now in psychiatry, he's an IMG from Poland. Like, homeboy went to Poland for medical school. And, parallel parking. Okay. Gotta get right up to the curb. Sorry, had to focus there for a second. And he matched first time into a very good psych program. And he just got a fellowship at Yale. What? An IMG to Yale first time? Like, he got a ton of interviews, not just for fellowship, I'm talking residency as well. A ton of interviews. It was up to him where he wanted to go because he had all these options. And he's an IMG. And I was like, and he had, the most important part, he had subpar board scores. Like, this guy's not hitting 240s on every step, you know what I mean? And I'm like, whoa. You know, you hear about these people like, oh, my friend's cousin told me about this guy that matched whatever. I actually work with this guy. I actually know him personally. I saw when he got the interview call for his fellowship. Yale. Holy shit. Did he tell you his scores? No, he did not tell me his scores, but it's subpar is what he said. Subpar could be like a 230 to him, but my point is, for what he wants to go into, it was below that. So it's encouraging, because for what I want to go into, I'm below that. But step two is always there. Improvements uh, are. I got distracted again. Holy snap. People really care about the improvements that you make. You know what I mean? Even GPA wise too. I'm not sure if a lot of places check for GPA, but your GPA from basic science to clinical science, improvements there. It's so loud over here. This kid playing football, these people on the stoop, this lady walking a dog. There's a store over here. People are talking in the. What the? It's an active neighborhood. There's literally so many people on the street. Like, if I switch. Like, there's the people on the stoop. This is my. Oh, maybe I shouldn't show you my building. You can't see the address. You don't know what street I'm on. I don't have stalkers. It'll be fine. You think program directors view Poland grads more preferable than Carolina IMGs? Just a thought. Who knows? Well, IDK. He said it was like a strong talking point in his interview. Like, people are like, "You went to school in Poland? Oh, cool. So interesting. Tell me about that." Caribbean IMGs are more common. So I guess a Poland IMG, they're like, "Oh snap, that's crazy." I don't know, but it wouldn't be New York without the beat thing. It made me feel a lot better when I heard these things. I was like, "Oh, okay, cool, cool, cool. Maybe it's not over." And pre-matching is always a thing. That's why I'm rotating in IMG-friendly hospitals. If you impress them, they offer you pre-match, which means you don't have to go through the match process. You don't have to fill out a list and everything like that. The hospital says, "Hey, we want you to work for us," and you say yes. Programs are always looking at interest backgrounds as well. Yeah. So a big thing in my personal statement, I'm going to try to really emphasize the fact that I'm from Dominica, born and raised in Dominica, parents are Dominican. I went to Dominica by choice. Like, that's the thing when people hear about Caribbean IMGs, which I do get. It's the majority and stuff like that, but I didn't go to a Caribbean IMG because I couldn't get into an American school, or I applied, my MCAT score was low. My MCAT score was actually alright. My GPA was pretty good. I went to Ross because I wanted to go to Ross. So I really have to make that known in my personal statement, so I'm not put in this like box of, "Oh, couldn't get into an American school." What honk was that? Did you hear that? It was like a cartoon car. It's a pretty old car too. Maybe if I put on the AirPods, it might be a little better. But yeah. Why is this so? It's lagging for me. Yeah. You heard what? But I'm gonna get a contact high just from standing here. Box wise of marijuana. Holy snap! Wash your hands with water. Oh yeah, it's kind of a wide street. I'll be good. Thank you though. Oh my gosh, it's not legal, right? Is it? No, it's not legal in New York, but people are everywhere. My landlord just texted me. I'm supposed to get my deposit back for the apartment where I'm at now, and then I can use it for my deposit in this apartment, which is lovely. Whole life back there? Not yet. Um, no. In my apartment, back in Queens, I have the closet is still full. Everything from the desk is gone. All my shoes are gone. Wow, maybe it is my whole life. The only thing in the closet are what's hung up. every folded clothes is like a wardrobe. So in the shelving part, all those clothes are here. Man, maybe this is my life. How depressing. You know what's more depressing? It's not the back seat and the trunk that's full. It's just the back seat. My entire life can fit in the back seat. Damn. It's a little depressing. I mean, it won't when I move here because I'll actually be buying things. I didn't bring much because the apartment I was just at was furnished. So, yeah. Two suitcases in, wow, I have nothing. Especially cleaning up after all this stuff is moved. Yeah, that's gonna be pretty annoying. Um, us leaving Dominica. I've heard the rumor. I don't know if there's a confirmation yet. I don't know when that confirmation is coming out, but I have heard that. Um, it is what it is. It's unfortunate. A lot of people will be affected by this, but I mean, I can't blame them. Every year there's a destroys so I can't say that they're wrong for trying to leave and save money. But I heard they're going to either St. Kitts or Barbados. I don't know. I can Barbados if to live there, but it's easier for students to get there. It's a direct flight from the United States. Um, yeah. Wait for good, like they making permanent change. That's what I've heard. That's the rumor going around Dominica that they're leaving permanently. Right now they're in Tennessee, I believe, Knoxville, Tennessee. But I I've heard that they're not going back. Fortunate. So, like when I move, it's a delayed. But if you guys are cool with it, I'm cool with it. You know when you see someone with like a handicap in the real world, you try to like do a differential real quick. Like this man looks pretty young. I'd say 30s. Looks built. His arms are out in a sleeveless top. Looks muscular. Wearing basketball shorts, basketball shoes, but he's using a cane. I don't see any cast on his legs. Looks like he has a really hard time moving his right leg. But he's a young guy. You'd think a young guy would be on crutches or something if he broke or sprained his ankle or broke his leg or broke his big toe or something on and have crutches. Interesting. Want to make sure this is charging. Like I had a cash. I just got a phone call. Just got a phone call, interrupted the stream. I had a cashier at the dollar store today, and she was moving really, really slow, had a very flat face, flat affect. Like, I said hi. It was like she didn't say anything, but it wasn't like a rude not saying anything, and it wasn't like a I'm tired not saying anything. It was like flat. And you see that a lot with schizophrenics who've been on medication for a long time, like chronic, you know? And it was interesting to see that. And she was moving really slowly, like she was bagging my items like very slow. She was grabbing it. I bought a glass something or another, so she had to wrap it in the paper, moving very slowly, putting it in the bag very slowly. And I was like, I wonder if she had schizophrenia. You know what I mean? I wonder if she's on medication. Is this interesting? I feel like we see stuff like that a lot. Like you see an obese person walking down the street, you see their legs are swollen, and you're like, I wonder if they have chronic heart failure. You know what I mean? Or someone's walking down the street, still obese, still swollen, coughing up a storm. You're like, I wonder if they have COPD. You know? I see people with vitiligo all the time now. It's so funny because I grew up with my grandfather having it. He was the only person I knew who had it. I always thought he was so weird when I was a kid. I was like, Grandpa, you have spots on you. Like, I didn't understand what it was. And now that I'm a grown up, I see so many people with it. Like, someone who works in the cafeteria has it. There's a doctor who has it. There's a deli owner who has it. That model on Instagram or whatever has it. It's everywhere now, and I didn't understand what it was as a kid, and my grandfather had it. I was always worried if I was gonna get it. Like, I wouldn't touch it on my grandfather because I thought it would like rub off and I'd end up having it. And you know, when you're a kid, you think these things. It's 6:30. I don't know how important that phone call was that the person just called me. I want to text him back, but I don't know if it'll end the stream. Hang on. Back. Did it come back? Oh, yeah. Nice. Oh, I can leave the stream and come back. That's lit. How's the weather in NYC? Hot. Real hot. There was a thunderstorm yesterday. It's over. It's just super hot. Do you know if those who want to practice GI have to do residency in internal medicine first? I believe so. Yeah. Internal medicine, then GI. Just like a GI surgeon, you do general surgery, then GI. Or colorectal. You know the stereotypical like New York guy? Like wearing sweats, wife beater, Timberlands. This is it. This is the neighborhood I've moved into. Like the thug guy who's riding like a beach bike that's probably stolen, like, if we're gonna be honest. I feel like that's a neighborhood I moved into. What is Dominican national dish? I think it's kalaloo right now. It used to be, what's the name of that? Something called a mountain chicken. It used to be that, which is a large toad. But they got endangered, so I think the national dish right now is kalaloo. I think that's also the national dish of Trinidad. So, yeah. What happened with Ross leaving? Hold on. Almost there. Multitasking. 2 seconds. Okay. What happened to Ross leaving? So there was a hurricane in Dominica last year, and there was a tropical storm the year before that, and like the continuous natural disasters keep happening, and I believe that's why Ross is leaving Dominica permanently. It is a rumor. No one's confirming this. I'm not confirming this. Don't quote me on this. It's a rumor that I've heard, and I wouldn't blame them if they did move. It would suck for a lot of people, but I mean, you gotta be smart with your money. That was funny. Mountain chicken. Not an iguana. It's a toad, I believe. It's like a big hog toad. I've never eaten it because when I found out what it was, I was like, nope, not doing that. Can you get into medicine with a 3.0? Sure. The thing is, I don't know. For residency, I always say that you're just a number because there are residencies that don't allow you to apply if your number is too low. I honestly don't think med schools do that. Med school always says you're more than just a number, you're more than a number, whatever. Your MCAT is really going to be the kicker. You know how they say if you did okay on step 1, do better on step 2? It's kind of like if you don't have a good GPA, get a really good MCAT score, you know what I mean? A 3.0 is not the best. And is that your like general GPA or is that your science GPA? Because your science might be lower. Yeah. I'm Trini/St. Kitts. Shout out to you. What's up, Trini/St. Kitts? Yes, it is. Did basic science go by fast for you at Ross? It was really fast, too fast, I think. Sometimes I think about maybe I should have done curriculum. If there's a nice medium between curriculum and accelerated, I would have done it. But it's accelerated so fast. It's 4 semesters, and you do 3 semesters in a year. It's a year and a third. Like, instead of 2 years of med school that everybody else does, you do 2 years of med school in a year and a third of the following year. Holy snap! It's it's very fast. Thermal fusion. It was a funny joke. Dominican, what's up? Yo. Any advice for a student in a weird place between second and third year? You mean second and third year before step or after step? That is important. Because before step, I mean, you should be studying for step. After step, take a vacation. Don't pre-read for rotations. Don't practice clinical skills and how to do a physical exam and interview a patient. Don't do it. Take a vacation. Step is a killer. Just relax. Take a break. Hey, baby, what it do? What it do, Shawty? What it do? This little kid is so adorbs. New York kids don't know how to grow up as like children. He's playing on a sidewalk next to a pretty busy street. Oh man, I remember having a backyard. It was lovely. Between Ireland and Caribbean, what do you suggest? I have no idea what Ireland schools are like. I would not be able to answer that at all. I'm so sorry. I don't know. My GPA isn't the best, but it's due to extenuating circumstances. I did way better as of recently. That's why I'm looking at the Caribbean route. I'm a pre-medical student. Why do people do that? This is a question I have for you guys. Why do you guys say low GPA automatically Caribbean school? Try US first. I don't understand. You might get in. And your life would be so much easier. Don't just give up. Like, I don't know. Oh, I'm gonna head up to someone's apartment. That's what I've been texting them about, so I don't have to stay in the car. I'm gonna head up to someone's place. Don't just, what was I saying? Attempt a U.S. school first before just being like, oh, Caribbean. Does the residency interview look at your transcript from undergrad? Nope. Undergrad's irrelevant. This med school. You live in Canada. Oh, hey, Cat. Oh, you're the person with the GPA. Oh, that's what you think. Oh, okay. I've heard Canadian schools are really hard to get into. I don't know what that's about. But I've heard it's like tough. A lot of students at Ross were Canadians. Like a bunch. It's really tough to find a hospital to sponsor you guys too. Out of the last match, one of the people I know who didn't match was a Canadian because she couldn't find a hospital to give her a visa. It's hard to remember. Come on. It's hard to remember the struggle that Canadians have because you think like, oh, North America, you're cool, but getting a visa is pretty tough for you guys as well. In addition to like a Dominican person, that's what I'm referencing. Any tips for current Ross in basic sciences? What semester are you in? If you're in first semester anatomy lab all day, every day, you need to live there. Buy extra scrubs so you can go more often. You need to live there. For third and fourth year, when you start learning pathology, start relating that pathology to the physiology that you learned in first and second. Try to get a good big picture understanding of whatever you're learning. You know, relate every pathology to the physiology. It's going to help a lot when you're prepping for STEP. Because STEP is not just memorizing straight facts, you know. It's not just memorizing something about physiology, something about pathology. You have to know it all together. Third and fourth year, the farm. Pay attention to that farm. Focus on that farm. The neuro farm. Go in on that. Where am I? Where school is very hard to get into. There's only 13. I've heard it sucks. I live in uterus. Am I immature for finding these funny? Maybe I am. Uterus. 3.6 minimum for Canadian schools. Rough. I mean, you guys must have great doctors. 2C? Did I miss something? Oh, you're in 2C. Gotcha, gotcha. Curriculum. How's that going? What do you think about curriculum? It was always like, for me, I was like, should I do curriculum? Should I not? Accelerated, la la la. The breaks that curriculum gets, I didn't really understand it. They would get breaks after or before really easy blocks. And I'm like, why would you give me a break at this time? That's my understanding of it anyway. My realtor is messaging me. Yeah. Okay. So, OMG, University of Toronto med average accepted student had 3.9. Damn. Damn. A 3.9, really? I'll definitely shoot my shot at Ross for sure, though. That phrase, one of my favorites, shoot my shot. Oh, ambulances, people honking all the time. Shoot my shot. Lit. Ross loved Canadians, though. There's so many Canadians there. Good luck. I love it. I love it to me. Like, it's really getting to me. It makes sense, actually. Yeah. But you know what's funny? The curriculum students always had a lower average than the accelerated students when I was in basic sciences. And the accelerated kids were always like, what? How? How could you possibly have a lower GPA or a lower test average? You have so much time to study. It made no sense. 3.96 last year. I don't understand. Are all these people taking AP classes? Do all these people have higher than 4.0s? I don't get this. Struggle, I see. It's a massive struggle. That's how it is now as well. How? I don't get it. You have so much time. Currently, I'm using Lecturio QBank for US only step 1 review. Should I use UWorld as well? I think UWorld is the way to go, completely, 100%, without a doubt. I think UWorld is exactly like the step, exactly like Shells. I don't know how UWorld gets away with it, but they are almost identical to these exams that we take. Lecturio, I know, is awesome for their lectures. I haven't watched their lectures myself, but I've heard good things about them. This is really awkward for me. She's standing like right in front of my car, just like on the phone. Is that not awkward for anybody but me? Anyway. I don't know about the QBank, but UWorld is identical. Your GPA was 6.3. How? How? I thought the highest you could go is 5.0. 6.0? 6.3? I didn't know that was a thing. Do you think people slack off with the extra time? Yes, I do. Yeah, I do. I think I would have. One of the reasons I didn't do curriculum is because, well, I was in the Caribbean when for Ross Basic Sciences. I would travel. They get like a week off. It's a long time. So if I got a week off, I would travel. I would not be in school. I would not be pre-reading. I would not be focusing on school at all. You know what I mean? I think I might have to go, guys. Yeah. Alright, the person just got to their apartment, so I'm gonna hang out there, take a shower, and not be sticky anymore. Pressure makes people work harder. I agree. I'm new to your channel, so I don't know what specialty you're into. I'm really into internal medicine. That's my jam. I like it a lot, a whole bunch. Kind of obsessed with it at this point. It's maybe becoming a problem.
Yeah, I don't think all students use their time wisely in curriculum, but rumor is Ross will get rid of accelerated and just have a curriculum show. Okay. I mean, um, I don't disagree with that. I definitely see a lot of people struggling in accelerated. A lot of people think they can handle it, but can't. I thought they had like a grade minimum nowadays for you to be able to get accelerated, but I don't know about that. I'm in a Jamaican community, so I love the Caribbean. I would say, oh yeah, that'd be awesome. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for talking, chit chatting, keeping me company. I appreciate it very much. That girl, I thought she was wearing a Supreme shirt, but it's a super, so it's fake. That's interesting. Adios. Bye.